A nightmare for two young children, 12 and 3 years old. Roman Forest Police Chief Stephen Carlisle says they were abandoned for nearly 2 months.
There was no food in the house. Everything was empty. There was some dry beans and some spices is about it.
Their mother, Raven Yates, left them in late September, he says. There's been a warrant out for her arrest since December. Investigators say the 12-year-old never told anyone because she was threatened by what might happen to her little brother. They have different fathers.
And she was afraid that her father was going to take her and leaving the 3-year-old by himself.
Fearful, she obeyed. She'd call her father, saying mom was working and he would send food. According to police, he's a music producer in California. He called police once family members spotted Yates in Mobile, Alabama, where she's from, without her kids.
When he got a call from his ex-mother-in-law and they put 2 and 2 together, he caught the first plane over here.
Investigators shocked to see how they were living.
The officers checked the bedroom of the children and discovered heavy urine odor coming from the 3-year-old's bed.
Yates continues to be active on social media, posting to her thousands of followers as investigators work with Mobile police to arrest the 31-year-old's mom. She's wanted on 2 counts of abandoning or endangering a child without intent to return. She hasn't responded to our messages.
A 12-year-old cannot take care of a 3-year-old for a long period of time. It's dangerous, especially over a month and a half. It's dangerous, it's irresponsible of a parent.
Now, Yates also has a 14-year-old girl. She was reported as a runaway around the same time when police say she left the younger children. Tonight, though, police tell me all 3 children have been reunited. They are safe and they are with a family member in Alabama. We are live in New Caney. I'm Brooke Taylor, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Shalom, shalom, Akim YAHAWAH. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA QADASH, Barak YAHAWAH, Barak YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well, who taught me this truth. Enough respect and salutations to the fellow Akim, the house of David, the hopefully elect. This your brother YAHAWASHI coming to you once again with another lesson. And yeah, we have to do lessons like this. We have to address the curses that are upon us. And this is a nightmare for children, man. And the only democracy, only system you would have this done in is in Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, man. This is what it is, you see? And it's irrefutable evidence that it happens across the globe, of course. But here in Babylon, with the so-called Black, Latino, and Native woman, mainly on Eve. We speak on Eve as the nigger woman, but mainly on her, man. Is what are you chasing? What are you chasing to do some things for vanity and things like that? What would possess a soul to leave their children, not a day or 2, 3, but months at a time, weeks at a time? And we gone over this before, man. All right? And it's not a new story, man. We're going to get into these precepts, Lord willing. This will be edifying and comforting. Let's go ahead and go to the curses. Because you got simple-ass Negroes and niggettes at that don't believe that this is what the Lord has put up on us. All right? We in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. We're going to go down to verse 56. And it reads, "The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness," right? Because they was drop dead gorgeous, bad. All right, caring and loving, consoling. All right? It says, which would not adventure to set the sole of the feet upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Let's continue. Right? And it reiterates it. 57. And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, right? The ones that she gave birth to, and toward her children which shall which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for the want of all things secretly. In the siege and straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. It happened before and it's happening now, man. Nothing's new up under the sun. All right. There's a hatred. There's a disdain that our women have, you know, and I'm not saying all of them, but if the shoe fit, wear it. There's a disdain and a hateness that they have towards their children. All right. You know, I seen a woman having her son, you know, doing a little TikTok, clapping, a little video, but, you know, saying, you ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy. And it was addressed to the father. You see that? That is you way out of order, Eve. And you're going to get, all right, destroyed. Simple said and put, because you're not in order, man. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. All right, chapter 49. Salakia. In verse 15. And it reads, can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? And this is a question, right? Because her 2,000 followers, they're not worried about their children, man, her children, or the children of that man. Where's the man at? You see, she get popped by 2 different men, maybe 3, because the 14-year-old ran away. And again, this is just not in her household. She has no order in her household, man. You see that? It says, yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Right? And this is the Lord, all right, speaking on his elect, man. But he's giving you a comparison. Can a woman forget her second child? Yeah. It's a girl that go to the strip club, left a little baby in the car seat in the back. She was knocked out. And you know what they do? They probably drug them up with some Benadryl or what have you, you know, just to knock them on out, put a little alcohol in their baby bottle. Yeah, man. All right. We in the valley of the shadow of death, man. It lurks all around. Death, that is, man. Okay? It's a forgetfulness of children. To live it up in vain, all right? But guess what? Punishment and calamity is coming towards you niggas out there and you niggas that condone this type of shit, because you guarantee you got some of them men that was following, they know about the situation. And soon as the father caught wind, guess what he did? He went into action, man. Went into, that mode where a father, goes into, man. Brothers don't have any children, but the brothers that do, we go into a survival mode, man. Like, hey, where my damn children at? Where my child, man? But in this system, guess who they give the child to? The fucking mother, man. Which is not all right, man. Hell no, that's not all right, man. All right, let's go to the book of Job. This is the book of Job, chapter 39. Let's jump down to 13, and it reads, gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, right? And what the ostrich do, the Lord gonna tell you in the book of Job 39, verse 14, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust. And when you looking at it spiritually, what is dust? What is the earth? Dust is confusion. All right, the earth is the land. It's the land, man. Right? Let's continue. And forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. You see that? Let's go continue. Verse 16, it says, she is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Let's read that again. She is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. There's no fear for the 12-year-old and the 3 or the 4-year-old, whichever one. Hey, for the 14-year-old, she booked up out of there, man. She had to run away because the conditions that these Instagram slash wannabe models want to live it up in America society, trying to look good. Man, that's a nightmare. You see that? That's a nightmare to have that type of mother, man. That's not a mother. Okay? Let's continue. Verse 17. Why? Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. You have no idea what's going on in the world. You have no idea what's coming. All right? You should have no say-so in how the children get to school. 2 months. A warrant out for arrest. And hey, man, this society has to go. Because this should have continued to go on and on and on and on and on, man. All right, let's go to Lamentations. All right, chapter 4. In verse 3, it says, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. Let's read that again. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. And when when you're in the bosom of your mom, all right, when you're getting taken care of by your mom, you feel like you're comfortable. You should feel like you're comfortable, man. Or you're comforted. Okay? You should feel like that. But guess what? The 14-year-old didn't. The 12-year-old, again, as the cop said, a few days, she don't know what the fuck going on. The stench of piss and, of shit. She had some beans and grains and a little spice. Kids can't live off that, man. All right? Kids can't live off that, man. Let's continue. It says, the daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostrich in the wilderness. See, so the Lord is comparing these women, all right, these damn knucklehead ass women that want to live it up in vain because her labor is in vain. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is comparing you to a damn beast of the field, an ostrich at that. And you take a good look at that ostrich. The long eyelashes, big tail, big bosom, the stretched forth neck. But what do they do with their little ones, man? Leave them in the dust. And again, the dust symbolizes confusion, man. All right? Let's get this word cruel. Let's see what's the word cruel goes into. H. Strong's, H393. Cruel, fierce. You know what I'm saying? And I know she was talking to him all type of way. All right? Meaning to act harshly, violent, by implication, deadly. Deadly. But guess what? The courts, the system have you believe that the woman is the best place for the child, man. This is what they have you to believe. And again, these are the curses that the nigger woman, all right? These are the curses that we're under. But the Lord is slowly taking it away, and the 2/3 are still up under those, man. The 2/3 going to be up under those till destruction comes. Point blank, period, man. You see? Women don't want to be a keeper at home. They don't want to be, tender. They don't want to be delicate. They don't want to be respectful. All right? They're losing that. They're batshit crazy out there, man, just to let you know how it is. Okay? They don't want these things, man. Let's go to the Apocrypha. And let's go to the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. Let's go to 26. Let's jump down to 16. It says, as the sun winneth ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife. Okay? A beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. This is what the Lord is comparing it to, the rising of the sun in the high heaven, man. Hey, when that sun hit those mountains and the land, when it rises, it's beautiful. Okay? It's a sight to behold, man. If you're up to see that sunrise. It's a beautiful sight to behold, such as a woman in the ordering of a house, and she has to be home to order that, man. But what these women want to do, man, spend the passport, they call them passport bros, and now they got the thing called passport hoes. Hey, the Lord is shedding light on that. Women jumping from city to city, state to state, country to country. Okay? Just to fulfill their wildest desires, man. And only in America you get to do that, man. All right? Lord knows where the hell that woman is, man. And guess what? The worst case scenario, she could end up dead. So she's not worried about her young ones. She's not thinking about her young ones. Okay? But guess what? A man, let's get this. Sirach 25. And the Lord tells you, verse 7, it says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. This is the Lord talking to you. In his heart to be happy. What is that? And the 10th I would utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy for his children. Let's read this again. A man that has joy of his children. And again, when he got the call from his ex-mother-in-law, which they was married, right? And I guarantee you she probably filed for their divorce. You know, he went into action, man. Okay, to go get his kid. And it was so, to think about that little 12-year-old girl didn't even want to, spill the beans because she knew her father would come get her. But she didn't know about her little brother, man. You see the situation you put these children in? All right, and you're going to have to pay for that, man. Let's go. It says, a man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. All right, and I said it plural, but it say enemy, okay? Because once, again, you have the so-called black woman out there, which, again, not all of you YAHAWAH out there that's in order, continue to do what you do, all right? But you have majority of the YAHAWAH, the majority of the 2/3 are women, okay? They're going to get the issue, man. And the issue is going to be death, destruction, all right? And it's going to be a cruel destruction. It's not going to be something that's just light. You see that? So these women are going to have to pay for that. So let's end off. I didn't want to make this too long. In the book of Micah 7 and verse 10. And it reads, then she that is mine enemy shall see it. What's she going to see, man? She going to see the glory of our Lord and Savior that she denied. And let's read. It says, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Let's get this word trodden. All right. See, we look up words. All right. We touch our aspects of the scriptures. We hold nothing back. All right. Lord willing, he put the spirit on brothers. Of course, the apostles and the elders, our teachers, to do such videos like this. And this is a future prophecy that's coming. All right. The scripture said, rather that you prophesy. Trident, Strong's H4823. Trample. Trampling place. Like a trampoline. Y'all saying what they do on trampoline? They bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay. Let's go to the Strong's definition. Ooh, a basement. All right. Tread down. Trodden underfoot. Let's get a little simple. Google definition. Crush. Point blank period. Crush, flatten. And that's the second one. Okay, the first one, walk, step, stride, pace, go, march, tramp. All right, stomp. Trudged. I ain't heard that in a long time. All right. But crush, man. So she that is my enemy is going to get crushed, man, in the streets. Like the mire in the streets. Okay? So, yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on that. Hey, that's a nightmare for children, man. To see a woman of our culture, of our nature, well, don't mean to say culture, a woman of our heritage would leave those children in such a situation. But nothing ceases to amaze us because we see it in the scriptures and we pull it out. All right? And we expose it for what it is, man. Lord willing, this was edifying and comforting. On to the next one. Shalom.